Welcome to SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Hearing of 21st August grenade attack case to be started soon, says Law Minister. Government is still in power at mercy of India, says Mirza Fakhrul. Awami League won't take responsibility for a moment's statement, says Abdur Rahman. Tea workers withdraw their indefinite strike after 12 consecutive days, increasing wages of 145 Dhaka. Law Minister Anisul Haq today said that the hearing of 21st August grenade attack case would be started soon. He made the comment while replying a query after inaugurating a fundamental training course on land survey at Judicial Administration Training Institute Auditorium in Dhaka. But the minister didn't say anything if the hearing would be completed before the next 21st August. But he talked to the Attorney General regarding to that issue. The minister said that the court will decide whatever should be done regarding the legal issues. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today said that the recent statement made by the Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen proves that the incumbent government is still in power at the mercy of India. The BNP senior leader made the comment during a human chain program organized by the University Teachers Association of Bangladesh in front of the National Press Club in Dhaka this morning, demanding a proper explanation of the foreign minister's controversial statement. He claimed that the present government have zero connection with the people. The BNP leader also claimed that the government destroyed the sovereignty of the country. Awami League President member Abdur Rahman today said that the ruling party will not take responsibility for the statement of the Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen, citing that the minister is not a member of the political party. The ruling party leader made the comment while responding to question from the reporters after attending a discussion program on the 15th August Dhanmoji 32 in Dhaka. He noted that the recent statement of the Foreign Minister that the requested of the Indian government to do whatever is necessary to ensure that the continuation of the Sheikh Hasina's government is not a statement supported by the Awami League. His statement created a stir in the political arena, drawing flack from the BNP, which said that the government has resorted to the foreign countries to survive. Railway Minister Nurul Islam Shujan today said that the Bangladesh Railway is not considering to hike train fare for now. He also said that overall progress of the Podda Bridge rail link project at the 70%. The minister made the comment after inaugurating the installation works for the rail track on the lower deck at the Podda Bridge at Azardira Point and the Shariatpur this afternoon. He also said that they didn't spend any proposal to the Prime Minister regarding increasing train fare, and they are not also considering any increase in train fare right now. After the government hiked fuel prices on August 6. This year, the authorities increased bus fares by up to 22% and launch fare by the 30%. Election expert today said that the Election Commission's proposal to amend PRPO is incomplete and also the short-sighted. They also criticized the present electronic voting machine EVM system. At the same time, they suggested to think again with EVM system. They made the comment during a virtual press conference organized by the Shushanar Jono Nagarik and the Shujam on the RPO on Dhaka this afternoon. The expert also suggested to include postal ballot regulations to ensure the voting rights of the expatriates. The workers of 167 tea gardens across the country withdrew their indefinite strike after increasing their daily wages of Dhaka 145. They called the strike demanding the increase of the daily wage of Dhaka 300. Tea production was being disrupted since the workers were not pricing up the tea levels from the gardens due to their indefinite strike. Hundreds of tea workers chanted slogan at the Konichora Tea Garden at the Chunarughat this morning. Earlier on, the workers continued their strike since the two phases of the meetings among the tea garden owners, which board and leader of the Bangladesh Tea Workers Union were not successful. 34 fishermen went missing as 11 trawlers with 150 fishermen capsized in the Bay of Bengal near the Kuakata of Patuakhali. Bangladesh Coast Guard authorities said the incident of the trawlers capsized took place from the noon to midnight on Friday. Besides, more than 100 sea and the trawler took shelter for the Shibbarya River. Fishermen said that the trawler capsized due to the abnormal sea wave and storms as well. At the time, 116 fishermen were rescued by another trawler. The rescued fishermen are undergoing treatment in the various hospitals, including Kuakata 20-bed hospital and the Mohipur Sub-Health Center. The depression over the northwest Bay of Bengal and adjoining area moved west-northwestern and intensified into a deep depression. The maritime port of the Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira in Bangladesh have been advised to hoist the local cautionary signal and 3 to alert the vessel to the deep depressions in the Bay of Bengal. The depression was centered over the northwest bay and adjoining Bangladesh and India West Bengal. It is likely to intensify further and move more the northeastern. Deep Convection River, the thermally driven turbulent mixing and moves the parcel from the lower to the upper atmosphere. All fishing boats and trawlers in the northern Bay of Bengal and deep sea have been advised to remain in shelter. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back and you are watching SATV News. Now news from abroad. 15 people were killed after unidentified and gunmen shot at the upscale hotel in the Somali capital, the Mogadishu, following the gunfire and large explosions in the area. The Modena hospital authorities said that the death toll was likely to be raised and many victims were in critical condition as well. Hospital is still receiving bodies and more wounded people. The Somali security forces had entered the Hyatt Hotel building and regained the most of the control from the gunmen. The area is frequented by the lawmakers and government officials as well. 2 security officials, including Mogadishu intelligence chief Mohiddin Mohammed, are injured in an ongoing attack. The Somalia's Al-Shabaab insurgent claimed responsibility of the attack. Six people were killed in a road accident at Pali district in the Rajasthan. More than 20 others were injured. Police said that a tractor trailer carrying the pilgrim and a truck collided in the district. The injured have been admitted to the nearby hospital. The pilgrims were returning from the Jalsmar Ramdera, where the temple of a folk deity Baba Ramdev is located. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the incident. On Saturday, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that UN officials will be granted permission to visit and inspect the Zaporizhzhia nuclear complex. And the Kremlin made the announcement after a call between Putin and French President Emmanuel Macron. It came as a claim of fighting near the plant continued, with 4 civilians reportedly injured by Russian shelling. Separately, the U.S. pledged on Friday to send more arms and ammunition to assist the Ukraine's war effort. Meanwhile, United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres urged the Moscow's forces occupying the Zaporizhzhia plant in South Ukraine not to disconnect the facility from the grid and potentially cut supplies of millions of Ukrainians. The plant has been under the Russian occupation since early March. The Ukrainian technicians still operate under Russian directions. Extreme heat and drought conditions are battering the United States, Europe and China, compounding the problems for workers and businessmen at the time when economic growth is already showing sharply and adding to the upward pressure on prices. In China's Sichuan province, all factories have been ordered shut for the 6 days to conserve power. Ships carrying the coal and the chemicals are struggling to make their usual trips along the Germany Rhine River. And people living on America West Coast have been asked to use less electricity as temperatures soar. The extent of the pain code depends on the low long and how long the heat waves and lag of the rain last. But the countries like Germany, experts warn that there is little relief in sight and companies are preparing for the worst. At the same time, scorching heat is hampering transportation networks, straining power supply and halting the worker productivity. Now sports news. New Zealand beat the West Indies by 50 runs under the Duckworth lead system in the second one-day international to level the three-match series. New Zealand scored 212 batting first and the West Indies were at dire straits and 27 runs for the 6 wickets, potentially facing their lowest ever total number in a one-day international until a long rain break. And the bold late order and the batting changed the course of the match. When the rain stopped late in the evening at the Kensington Oval, the West Indies, who were 63 for 7 wickets at the break, were left to chase 212. Joseph fell with a total number of 157 for the 9 wickets, and Carries were the last man out for 52 with a total 161 to make Sunday's third international the series decider. Before ending, we'll go through the SATV News headlines again. Hearing of 21st August grenade attack case to be started soon, says Law Minister. Government is still in power at mercy of India, says Mirza Fakhrul. Awami League won't take responsibility for Moment's statement, says Abdul Rahman. The workers withdraw their indefinite strike after 12 consecutive days, increasing wages of 145 Dhaka. You are up to date with our top stories so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.